Let me make sure that I'm actually streaming here. 'Cause, man, that would be bad. What if all those times that I've been streaming to YouTube, then I find out it was never going to YouTube? You need to stay on top of this stuff, Ryan. Hey Google, turn on Office. There we go. There we go. And am I streaming? It doesn't look like it. Dang, I've been messing up this whole time. How do I tell if I'm live streaming? I think I'm live streaming. No data. Well, then what has this been going to the whole time? Has it been going to nothing? Oh man. Oh wait, no, it is live. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Can I just view the what's the link? Get shareable link. All right, let's try this. Interesting. All right, we are working. Good. I wasn't sure, but now I know. And knowing's half the battle. There we go. Now we got some Creatorverse music going on. I think I'm gonna put you. I'll put you over here. All right. Mhm. Just cleaning up the shoe a little bit because I'm overly anal. Well, I don't like that. Take down the. That's good. No, it doesn't have to be pixel perfect, Ryan. Ugh. I don't want that anymore. I need a new base version of Creatorverse so I don't have to clean this up each time. I'm gonna redraw them in vector. Oh, that looks horrible. So messy, so messy. I can't do that. I gotta put the flow up. That's better. Change the hardness so the line's a little bit sharper. There we go. And now we have our Podcastosaurus. Save that, and I think I'm gonna convert that to a smart object. I think I can make this all a little bit higher. Consolidate this. I have all the copy in one. All right. I can put the Creatorverse logo, the Jack's Creators logo, I'm going to put with the actual Creatorverse. Creatorverse at table. There we go. Text. Duplicate it, and I think I'm gonna put you up like here. I can raise you up a little bit. So I kind of think I need to move this triangle around, because now I've got orange on orange. Yo, what's up, Molly E World? How you doing? That kind of works. Actually, no, I know what I should do. I should give him the outline. That's why I keep giving him the outline all the time. Now it makes sense. Usually I give him 3 strokes. That's what she said. That way I can get the various branding colors in. There's that. And then I pull the blue. Let's see, where is Creatorverse in? Is this an art event for sales? What's up, bro? Creatorverse is a conference that I'm holding on June 13th and 14th. So we'll have exhibitor spaces. You can do a table or you can do a booth, you know. And there'll be different workshops and panels and content creation activities, art activities, health and wellness stuff. Oh, speaking of art, Artquan, how you doing? Artquan, I was thinking about you just earlier today. I think I might have something for you with Creatorverse. If you're interested, I think you should be one of the people heading up like a content creation event. Kind of like how you led the team to do like the video thing. I think you should lead a group of people to do something fun like that during the event. Just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. Let me know what you think. You're in? Awesome, awesome. We'll have like a volunteer meeting tomorrow on the, not tomorrow, next week on the 16th, if you're around, back at Tiki Java. Right, I'm trying to make it so there's a variety of activities going on throughout the event, whether it's like an art thing, a happy collision thing, actually creating content, going to a workshop. I want to make sure there's plenty of different things for people to do. explain what you can and let's see if we can meet in the middle. See, I still gotta send that werewolf art to you, but I'm trying to fill up my schedule with events. Is there a fee to be an exhibitor? Yes, there's definitely a fee to being an exhibitor. This shit costs money. But, as I'm writing down right now, if you have a really cool idea for like an exhibitor booth, or you're gonna put money into creating an exhibitor booth or table, just tell me in the application, and I'm gonna accept a few people that can't afford it. You know, I just can't do that for everything, otherwise, because then I can't afford to feed my kids. What's up, Lomo? How you doing? Artquan says week it day because yeah, it's on Thursday. The volunteer reunion, hell yeah. Yeah, send me that werewolf art when you can. That thing was dope, by the way. I remember it from it was earlier this week, right? It's all blur for me now. It's all blur. How do I feel? Tired. I have so much day job stuff to still do tonight, but I gotta get this thing out. So that is what I'm doing. I'm trying to knock this out, and then I'll get on the day job stuff. How about you? How are you feeling? I'm going to save this in a folder called Exhibitor Part 2. Exhibitor Part 2. And Exhibitor Part 1. Okay, exhibitor spaces are now open. Table and booth spaces are available. Common exhibitor, and we'll DM you the sign up link. Okay. And then you see, want to do an exhibitor space but can't afford it? Explain what your idea is when you apply, and let's see if we can meet in the middle. Okay. You can tell. I do look tired, don't I? See, so thanks, Ryan. I will send it. Okay, I got a table I can set up and shirts and prints. You might have already answered this and I missed it, but can I sell product there? You really got to sell me on being able to sell product, because this is more like a trade show type thing. Hey, Sierra Nicole, how are you doing? With this being more of a trade show, these are little exhibitor booths, not vendor booths. You know, you're supposed to be showcasing what you do, so hopefully you can either get more business or meet other people to work with, not really selling a direct item. For example, if you're, with the exception being food sales, of course. But if you've got a really cool idea for like an art exhibit, then that's different. It's like, oh, I'm doing an art exhibit, and then if people want to buy art from your art exhibit, okay. I don't want people just doing sell throughout the event, if that makes sense. Again, think more trade show or conference than market. Dear Nicole, every time I see a video about people talking about how to travel through like a city or a place, I think of you. You like the music? I might offer it as like a download, like within the app. Like, hey, you sign up for the Creatorverse app, download the song for free. Deserve a little joy and a relaxing moment, right? Thank you. I did see that. I stopped home for a little bit to see the family for a few, and then I'm hoping to get enough done to where I want to get home by at least like 11:30, so I can see the kids for a little bit more before they go to sleep. That is the hope. That is the hope. Let me save this file. 2026. Creatorverse. Exhibition. Panels. So these will go. I can delete all this other stuff. Let's bring down the file size. Ooh, I kind of like it better like that. Let's see. If I can help you, just ask. I will, thank you. Like, I'm almost at the point where I can start asking for help. That's why Thursday we'll start pulling in volunteers and everything and telling people, hey, here are things that everyone can do to help. I just had to get the system together first, you know, and the app was a big part of it. A lot of the other negotiations are being finalized for the conference itself. So things are coming along. Yo, what's up, Universe? How you doing? Universe Sorresiante. You and Artquan are friends. I was actually going to reach out to you. You're one of the people I wanted to see. You have a podcasting space, right? Am I recalling that correctly, or am I wrong? Because I am wrong fairly often. I wanted to get a few people set up at Creatorverse who have, whether photography studios or podcasting studios, to set up. Let people do their thing. I let people podcast there, take photos there. And for those people, I'll offer a reduced rate, because usually to do a booth for the exhibitor booths we're doing them for $500 this year. But for people like that who have a studio, and I think that would offer a lot to the event and for the attendees, I'll figure out like a way to discount it. We'll figure something out. What's up, the Kenzo West? How you doing? Yo. See, is this right? How anal am I gonna be about this? Pretty anal, cause that's my weakness. Let's see, Molly Eworld, that's insane. What's insane? How anal I am? Because I am pretty insane. Or the price of the boost. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to keep the booths to people who have like bigger businesses. For like a smaller locally owned business like that, I would make a discount. The tables are half of that price. The tables are $250. Let's see here. Maybe I can do this instead. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I know you're only going to see segment by segment. So how am I going to do this? Maybe I should flip this. I'm all for doing some promo videos. You wanna help me do some promo videos? I'm all about it. What's up, Jay Delani? Am I spelling exhibitor right? I don't think I am. Exhibitor. Exhibit. I guess I am. I'm all for. Actually, you and actually Miss Thrifty Rose brought up today too. She wanted to help document this thing and like tell the story of it. I'm all for it. Y'all want to team up and tag team? Please do, because I'm at my max capacity. Okay, now let's have another one. Is my mask wrong? I feel like my mask is wrong. Let's see. Let's see. Kenzo West, is there a way for comedians to network at Creatorverse? Actually, yes. So, hold on before I mess this up. When you're signing up for the Creatorverse app, like you create your account and you go through and say what kind of creator you are. I think one of the categories has comedian. And then you can we have this thing called serendipities. You do a serendipity and we try to magically match you with other people that have similar interests that you have. And then you should be able to automatically collide with them. Or at least it's like a high likelihood they're gonna match you. Does that answer your question? Let me check the matchmaking matrix. Where's the onboarding manager? So, the Kenzo West. I think comedians would probably fall under... Okay, entertainers. Yep, I have entertainers, and it specifically says dancers, actors, and comedians. So when you go to... Let me get the link for you. Hold on, sorry, I killed the music. If you go to app.creatorverseconference.com and you create your account, there's like an onboarding process, and it's going to ask you a bunch of questions like, hey, do you do this? Do you do that? Just make sure that you choose entertainer. And actually, you could probably also choose... I would also choose that you are looking for content collaborators. Or choose that and choose help starting a business. And then you're going to find other people who've like entered the same thing. It's going to like automatically be like, hey, here's 5 people that are similar to you. And then you can just collide with them. So we call it happy collisions, and then you can message them. But all that doesn't get activated until you get the ticket, just letting you know. So like, you can sign up now for free, but right now I've got almost everything walled off. I want to make sure people don't abuse it. So you can't just spam every creator in there. You get a limited amount of credits. And to really symbolize what we're about, don't worry, you can't buy credits. So we're not making it like a transaction thing like that. You can get credits just by doing stuff at the event, by being a good human being. Like you'll get points for updating your profile pic. Then you'll get credits for meeting people in real life. You'll get credits for doing a workshop. But being a comedian, you're going to start off with enough credits to meet the other comedians. Like I can't remember how many it's at right now. I think you start off with either 5 or 10 credits. So you'll be able to, one, do the serendipity things, but here's people we think that are like you. And then you can look through the directory and be like, oh, yo, there's another comedian. Happy collide, happy collide, happy collide, happy collide. I'm making it sound more complicated than it is. But I know like Flow Funny and them usually come through. Every now and then I'll talk to the guys at the Mayports comedy. God, I can't remember what it's called. I've been to it a few times too, and I really enjoy it. It's like a Mayport comedy improv thing. So hopefully I can get all those people to come back out, have a good time, and be a part of the community. Kenzo West, thanks for putting this on. No worries. Thank you for being a part of it, man. I really appreciate anybody's support. If you comment Save Money, I'll send you a link that I'll take an additional 10% off the ticket. Yes, First Coast Comedy. Thank you. Love them. They're such, first off, super nice people. Secondly, love what they put on there. Photo booth, open mic. Wait, hold on. What are you talking about, Arquan? Open mic for stand up, like big some tokens and use inside this, huh? I don't know what you're talking about either. You know, I could also use some help. We need to plan a kickoff event for the Creatorverse and an after party. I think the after party / happy hour will just happen at the conference. That way I have more control and I can do things like, hey, here's a free drink ticket or 2 free drink tickets, something like that. Without the cost being too high. But I need help to plan something like that because I know I'm going to be tapped out. And I actually have to plan a benefit after party for 2 weeks after Creatorverse with Bull Matsuri, so I know I'm going to be at the end of my limits. There we go. That's better. How have you been, Arquan? Angela? There we go. I knew it was off. I knew it was off. Okay, that one's right. We definitely should have a photo booth at the conference. Or some type of... We'll definitely have some like selfie stations. I'd love to put together another art wall or two. I know Naraya wanted to do a contest around the Creatorverse about people drawing different Creatorverses. Creatorsauri? I don't know. What would you call that? I don't know. Oh, it's off. I knew it was off. There we go. What's up, Laced by Lonnie? How are you doing? Workshops and sessions. Lead a workshop or session. What did I just delete? Shoot. There we go. Teach a skill or tell other creators about your story. Okay, we're getting rid of you. I need a different... Where are you? There you are. Yo, what's up, couple of nukes? How you doing? Welcome back to Duval. I think Couple of Nukes is doing like military con in a couple of days, weeks, minutes. Let's see. Ooh, the pollen has been fierce lately. Do you do Clarendon or Zyrtec? Zyrtec? I don't know how to pronounce stuff. There you go. Speaking Military Creator Con on next Saturday. Oh no, of course, of course. Where is that? Is that like in Texas? Where's Military Creator Con at? Arlington, Texas. What's up, the sitter? The Citeria Last Star? The site? I don't know how to pronounce that. Used to be part of the Podfest in Atlanta, now it's its own thing. That's cool. Creator Chronicle. What's up, Trizzy Triz05? How are you? What are you going to talk about at Military Creator Con? Help other creators learn a valuable skill or share some insightful lessons to help them grow. What's up, Drew and Jax1? Drew and Jax1, you have a YouTube account, right? Like, do you talk about Jacksonville and real estate or something like that? Couple of Nukes is going to be talking about amplifying veteran voices through podcasting and community building. That's a lot. Might be performing stand-up comedy, which is exciting. You were just missed. Another comedian was in the chat. The Kenzo West, if you're still in the chat, there you go. You got someone to talk comedy about. It's best to follow up after a couple of nukes. Sets the bar really low, so then you can just kill. Let's see. Kenzo Wheat says, "What's up, Nukes? Nukes, the Kenzo West, couple of nukes. Y'all talk comedy." That was actually a pretty good "What's up" just now. I was kind of moved by that one. I impressed myself there. Grab this and this. Am I doing something wrong? Why is this off by a pixel? I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Yep, maybe that's what it is. That one's off. I knew it. I'm a failure in life. I'm a failure! I knew it was off. Off by one damn pixel. And that's why this is off. I knew it. Okay, now we can fix this stuff. So if that's now fixed, then I can bring this back. Okay, that's right now. For those of you wondering, yes, this is how I put together carousel posts and Instagram. Because I'm meticulous. I'm anal. Couple of Nukes says, I got put second last to perform in comedy 3 times now, which is cool, but also sucks because some really good people always go before me too. Hey man, at least you're putting yourself out there. The Kenzo West says, what mics are you hitting around town? Couple of Nukes actually drives in from out of town, so I don't know if he's doing any open mics in town. Do you have any open mics that you recommend for him? Yo, what's up, Miss Thrifty? How are you doing? I was talking about you just earlier to Artquan. Artquan wants to make some promo videos. And I was saying how you wanted to do some capturing of the story, be the historian. I was like, oh, y'all have to work together. Miss Thrifty says, hey, Art. Hopefully, I don't know if she's still here. Angela, if you're still here, Miss Thrifty says hello. Me and Miss Thrifty are just going to hang out all weekend. Working on your website? Hell yeah. I'm going to get back to work on websites after this. Trying to put together this carousel for the post I was telling you about. Alright, let me get my Volunteerosaurus. And you need the layer styles. There you go. I don't know how the dino became the logo. He just became the mascot, right? Couple of nukes. His website creation is fun and satisfying, but also really tedious sometimes. Very true, very true. Let's see. The Kenzo West says, well, I hate to... Nah, now's the time to be that guy. So Kenzo West has a open mic every second and fourth Wednesday at Dapper D St. John's. Dapper D's nuts? Sorry, I had to do that. Could not. Nah, there's no story. Well, I mean, how did the dino become the logo? So... I thought you meant like, how did the dino become the logo now? I wanted something that just... I was actually telling somebody else this story just the other day. Because they're looking to start a business, or they were looking to rebrand their business, and they wanted to really be associated with Jacksonville. And they were really hung up on a few things. And I told them, look... There are things that are just synonymous with Jacksonville. Like if you do, and this is one of the reasons why Jack's Creators are the colors that it is. Teal will always be a Jacksonville thing because of the Jaguars. You put teal in your logo, teal and gold. People associate with Jacksonville, the Jaguars. You know, so I have some teal, some blue. Granted, we're more orange and blue, and that's because of the Jack's Beach dinosaur. Like everybody loves that dinosaur on Beach Boulevard. I love the dinosaur on Beach Boulevard. And I really wanted something to represent the creators. I wanted something fun. And so I was like, you know what? I'm using Jack's Beach dinosaur to be kind of like our symbol, because I didn't want to be staunch and boring like so many other things around town. Not so many, but usually something like this, there'll be like a really generic logo. I love doing type, but it needs to be something more, and I wanted people to realize that Jack's Creators wasn't too serious, that it was about creativity, it was about fun. So the dinosaur, but then you can't just do the dinosaur. I was like, he needs to be ridiculous. So I gave him redonkulously oversized sunglasses. That became our mascot. I was like, aren't the Jack's dinosaur with oversized sunglasses? That's us. Like I wanted everything about him to be ridiculous. That's even why his head is like oversized and whatnot to like the rest of his body. Um, and over time, he's finally getting more and more to like what I would have envisioned him to look like from the beginning. But that's the story of the Creatosaurus, so to speak. A couple of nukes says, that sounds good. I'll have to check it out. We'd love to see what you got. Definitely nukes come through and I won't put you second to last. Miss Thrifty says, oh, I love it. I didn't even think about the story behind the colors. Yeah, the colors worked out really well because it was teal, but also like a secondary thing for Jacksonville is you probably, if you live in Jacksonville, there's a few things that you probably have an affinity towards. The Jaguars, Georgia Bulldogs and Florida Gators, right? So the orange and blue also kind of works with the gator part of it, but more so it works with the dinosaur and the Jags. And also I wanted to make sure blue and even the logo, if you look within the Jack's Creators logo, even the Creatosaurus logo, there's like the hidden game cartridge from GAM. These are the Nintendo cartridges hidden within. The little Easter eggs there. Blue does go with water too. Water and rivers and bridges. And that was something that was debated at first. Was having like, do I want bridges? I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't want bridges in this. Because then people think it's like every other corporate boring whatever. But yeah, lots of little things. Like even in the way the type is designed, Creatorverse is in all caps. And so is Jack's Creators, all caps design, blocked. So it's easy for it to align with other objects. So it's very easy to design other things to go with Jack's Creators or Creatorverse because the logo itself is actually geometrical in an object, more of a squared off object. Circles are harder to work with. Squares and rectangles, very easy to design other things around. Kenzo West, I moved here specifically for Creatorverse. You lying, Kenzo West. Why you lying? Why you always lying? Let's see. So Icy Dreamland 1, how you doing? Bro, the creator. Tyler's the creator. But yeah, when you look at the logo over here, Creatorverse Conference, really easy to work with stuff. I can do left align logos with it, top vertical. See, I actually kept all caps style from the military, at least when I was in. You had to only write in all caps. That's because everybody's shouting! But yeah, stuff like this, like see, this C in conference is actually a little bit more difficult to work with because you now have this implied space because of it's a circle. So you have to give it a little bit extra so your eyes can work with it and not feel the claustrophobia. So I actually don't like this. This will change by next year. But it's going to have to work for now. Send invoices. Nah, you know I'm never sending you no invoices. This is the kind of stuff I used to teach, and I would like to teach at Creatorverse, but I know I won't have the time. But hopefully, I know there's plenty of other people that are extremely talented that can teach a lot of these things. Ooh, I don't like that kerning there. There we go. So teach us, volunteer, and lift your community. Be a part of helping the creator community grow and make friends with other people like you. Every now and then people ask me, like, oh, what typeface is Creatorverse or Jack's Creators or even GAM? I'm like, it's no typeface. It's all created by hand. Sometimes you just gotta make something, right? Be part of helping the creator community grow. And create friendships with other. What's up, Sound Income Studios? I need my word bubble. I've got a word bubble. Do I have one over here for rectangle 2? I do. Alright. Let's bring you over here. Sup? Sup, Sound Income Studios. This is what your sup sounded like to me. It's like, sup. I am gonna rotate this. Grab the path so we can bring that down. We're going to move this up. And I need to move it outside of this layer because otherwise it's going to inherit all these other funky properties. What's up, Lisa Lander Arts? Am I saying that right? Lisa Olander Arts? Or is it Lisa Olander Arts? Sorry, that just flew by me. Knowledge is power. The power is yours, yours, yours. That's my Captain Planet. What kind of arts do you work on, Lisa? Move that to there. We'll move this vertex to that. I'm working with the paths to not be destructive to the elements. When you resize stuff in Photoshop, everything is not everything, most things are rasterized bitmaps. So when you manipulate them, they degrade in quality, but not when you're doing paths and all that stuff. It's like working in Illustrator with a vector. Okay, let me put the rectangle, the word bubble in the right place. And I'm now going to duplicate the copy. Approve volunteers get a free ticket and a bonus ticket for a friend at 50% off. Okay, that definitely needs to be a smaller font size. I'm going to use the word, the text box. Keep the words confined to the box. That feels really chunky. What do y'all think? I think that approved volunteers thing is too chunky. I feel like I'm giving it too much attention. That's better. That's much better. I didn't need all of that priority. Like, yes, it's important, but it ain't that important. I feel like that covers most of it. Exhibitor spaces, workshops and sessions. Teach us, volunteer and lift your community. Oh man, I lost a word box. Crap. Where'd it go? How did I move that over there? That's gonna bother me because it's not gonna be in the right place. I might have to finish this up tomorrow because I really got to get my day job stuff done. I don't think I need Creatorverse for every single one of these. I think I get the point. Makes sense for exhibitor spaces. I don't think I need it there. Let's get rid of it here. Approved volunteers get a free ticket and a bonus ticket for a friend at volunteer, storyteller, exhibitor. I think we're good. Maybe I can put some images in these final slides that kind of represent what the event's about. I think that'll work. Let's do that. Can I find something? Let's see. Do I want to do a space collage again? I really ballooned the file size last time. Let's see here. Let's get some of our good friends in here. I need a cooler way to connect all of these. One thing is damn it, I think I need to flip all of them so they're continuing to look from left to right to lead the user down the carousel path. So that doesn't look too weird, okay. I wish I had a giant rocket ship I could put everybody in, like a rocket ship, and then put the windows, and then put people in. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll do that. Damn it. I'm not gonna get this done tonight. Because I really want to do this rocket ship idea now, like some UFOs or something to put people in. Shit, that means I gotta crop them out. It'll be worth it. I think it'll be worth it. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna call this one. I'm gonna get to work on my day job. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.